What's up, people of YouTube? I am Matthew, and you're watching the Weather World YouTube channel. In today's video or briefing, I'm going to be covering the severe weather event that's going to be happening tomorrow as of the making of this video, June 2nd, 2020, in the central United States and states extending all the way as far back from South Dakota all the way through Michigan. So basically, the upper Midwest is at risk tomorrow for some pretty hefty severe weather, from hail, damaging winds, especially in Wisconsin and southern Minnesota, all the way through Iowa, it looks like, and even some tornado threats extending through mainly western Wisconsin and southern Iowa as well in that enhanced zone. Slight risk can include some hail and damaging winds, but it's not going to be as likely due to that lower Cape Valleys, especially in Michigan, as we've seen with the model. So, as you can see with the tornado threats tomorrow, you can see 5% hatched all the way back through South Dakota, all the way through central Wisconsin, including states such as Minnesota and extreme northern Iowa. This 2% goes all the way back into Pennsylvania, so there is a chance for some cells to fire. Not severe necessarily, but just some showers and thunderstorms all the way through what looks to be even parts of lower Canada and New York and back here as well. Hail threats, as you can see, are pretty high, especially in extreme western Wisconsin and Minnesota, and that 30% hatched risk rate there, extending from really the southern Twin Cities all the way down through what looks to be Moore, Fillmore, Houston, and basically all these areas to the south of the Twin Cities, including some of the Twin Cities itself, through that map right there. So you can just see the counties that are going to be likely affected by that 30% chance hatched risk of some hail. The wind is about the same, even though the wind chances actually extend more into Wisconsin than it does with the hail, as you can see. But pretty much that is what it's looking like for tomorrow's outlook. But we can actually monitor some more conditions in the models using pivotalweather.com. And as you can see, this is for 21 Zulu tomorrow, so that's around 3 to 4 o'clock tomorrow, mainly 4 o'clock Central Standard Time if you're using Central Standard Time. And you can already see a very developed squall line has already developed right here. You can see high Cape values. Let's take a look at those. You can see that the Cape values exceed 5,300, 5,400 joules per kilogram, especially in extreme western Wisconsin. You can look at a sounding right here. You can see significant hail chances. You got the storm slinkies right there, critical angle of 79 degrees, and severe weather obviously is detected by those models. We got some temperature versions in here, and a lot of stuff going on in terms of the severe weather. But like I said, around 4 o'clock tomorrow, I would say even as far back as 3:30, we could have cells firing in southern Minnesota in this type fashion, where you got cells firing from extreme southwestern Minnesota all the way through central Minnesota and just west of the Twin Cities in this little squall boundary right here. You can see that huge Cape cutoff coefficient from almost those 5,000 joules per kilogram to 0 in a matter of just 1 to 2 miles. But as you can see, that is that boundary working its way to the east. And as you can see, as we work throughout the afternoon to late evening hours, you can see that squall line does look a bit disorganized, but it does suck up a lot of that Cape, which is that is that convective available potential energy. Almost forgot that. But as you can see, it's a bit disorganized, but you can see clearly, almost pretty clearly, where that squall line is going to be forming, or that frontal system is. You can still see some pretty high Cape values just to the northwest of Milwaukee and Waukesha, Wisconsin. But like I said, that's going to be moving to the east. This is around 6 o'clock tomorrow. Like I said, this is, I'd say around 5 to 6 o'clock tomorrow evening is when we're going to be seeing the highest risk for mainly tornadoes. But I think from 7 o'clock onwards is when those tornado chances are going to start to decrease as these Cape values eventually decrease as this convective cold front pushes its way through Wisconsin and Iowa. But like I said, I would say this is going to be more stationary down through Iowa and be more eastward moving through central Wisconsin, as you can see right there. By 6 o'clock tomorrow, Minnesota would have already been done with this severe weather. But like I said, Iowa and Wisconsin through 6 o'clock and beyond, I would say around 9 to 10 o'clock, even for southeastern Wisconsin, tomorrow evening is when any sort of severe weather, including hail and some damaging winds of about 50-60 miles an hour, would be the most likely. But after that, a lot of that heat does get absorbed. As you can see, it starts to die off, and the squall line does become pretty disorganized as the night hours move on, therefore causing a complete disintegration of the line. But yeah, that is your severe weather briefing. This is a bit different for me. There's no face cam. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please stay safe tomorrow. I might even do double uploads. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.